I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. No intros. None. I don't want to prolong this insanity. And yes, that's what it is. First review in what is essentially going to be Guns of Insanity.
Of course!
Because as Boss had said...
But the definition of insanity is... Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy.
Yes, I have been doing this for God knows how long. And here we are, another fucking October, where we take a look at some bullshit guns that should not exist, and yet, they exist. So, what's the first one that's going to drive me down insane? Well, the one gun that has baffled the internet and has actually appeared in one game that I fondly remember from my high school days is called Thing Thing. The game, not the gun. Thing Thing is a really cool little flash game that honestly people should play and kind of talk about more of, but Jesus Christ, this gun is one that I cannot identify. I cannot figure out. It's one that I think even Ian from Forgotten Weapons would have a hard time trying to identify because just look at it! Look at this thing! It's called the Bullpup Bullshit 230 Submachine Gun.
What the hell am I looking at?
I mean, just look at the box!
What the hell is that?
And the bad part is, worst part is made by HFC. For those of you who do know, HFC is actually a decent company. It's actually a good company. It's a company that actually makes decent gas guns and a lot of other stuff, even some decent AEGs. Yet, mind you, this confuses the hell out of me because I can't identify the gun. It's just one I can't identify. But the fun thing is, it's made in 2002!
Excuse me, what?
This is from '02! So, this is an old-ass Springer from long ago that's still being made, still around, and apparently is actually pretty decently made, and can accept a Mac 10/Mac 11 suppressor, or silencer, whichever one you want to go with, on the gun.
Wow.
I'm sorry, what? You know what? If we stay on the box any longer, I'm just going to lose my mind. So, you open the box, which is actually a decent cardboard box, I'll admit that. And the first thing you see is not a pink slip of people quitting. It's actually a little decent instruction manual from 2002 that you would see. That's actually pretty decent. And it's not styrofoam. It's cardboard with a slot that would have the suppressor. With a little thing on there. Okay, hold up. This is supposed to be a bad gun, right?
Of course!
Right? But everything presented here doesn't indicate it's a bad gun. It's... I'm sorry, what? What? You know what? Let's just go to here. You get a bag of actually what you would find from Crossman, decent BBs. .12s, yeah, but they look decent. Again, what the fuck? The magazine, which has a hefty weight to it, but is made of flimsy-ish plastic. Again, what the hell? Huh. We'll put the magazine here, and then we move on to the gun itself, and... it's got weight to it. It's got weight to it. It's I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? Okay, so let me just pull this out. Yeah, of course. That's not good. So you're not going to actually have that, and that actually clicked into place pretty good. What the fuck? Then we take the magazine and we put it in here. Locks into place. The inner barrel is actually metal. The outer barrel is polymer, but it feels wobbly. There's threading for it. There's actually screws on this side. The pistol grip's not crap. The safety's here, and it actually works. And cocking handles there. It's got 2 sight apertures, apparently. There's the ones here for close quarter again, and then these peephole sights for this. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a bad gun, right? This is supposed to be a bad gun, right? I'm gonna be asking that question throughout the entire review. This is supposed to be a bad gun, right? What the hell? And what's worse is that it actually, well, not worse, what's even more puzzling is that it actually goes for $20. Yeah, pretty cheap. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. So the way you would actually work the magazine is that you would press the little button right here. You have the safety here, and the magazine, it's a little snappy, but the thing about it is that you can actually pull it down, locks into place. You load it in. There's no lock here, but the way you would work it is that after you put the magazine in, it hits the button right here inside the gun itself, which then releases the mechanism like that, and it actually... Huh. Here then. And the prime itself is... It's actually not bad. You gotta push it forward a bit because apparently this is an old gun from 2002. The grip is not bad. It's actually modeled after a marksman grip. It's actually pretty comfortable. It fits my hand okay. I can actually use it as a pistol if I want to with the upper sights and the more precision sights if I need to, which I'm not going to use the precision sights. I'm actually going to use it like that. But again, this gun is just an amalgamation of, from what I'm seeing just offhand, a Scorpion, a Mac 11, Mac 10. Again, the only reason I know about this gun is from Thing, okay? You know what? Let's just... I have no words for it. I really don't. I have no words for what I'm feeling for this thing. It's just... Yeah, let's just get on with the chronograph and all and actually... Yeah. Alright, so here we have some crossing .2s, which seems all that much more fitting. And, well, there is no shaker on this. This is actually just one big, essentially mid-cap, and what you do is you just drop them in like that. We're going to go with 5 shots just to see what this thing is like. So, I'm going to hold this down, because as much as I want to say I trust it, I really don't. So I'm going to hold down the feeder and then release it like that. Let me just... And the safety is a little weird, because you automatically think that pointing backwards to you is safe. In reality, that's fire, but this way would be fire when in reality it's safe. So, a little confusing at first, but you know, one of those things. You gotta forcefully push that fucker forward. Anyway, lower .2s. Let's see what she does. 231. Okay. .235. This is supposed to be a bad gun, right? Right? .235. .238. .223. So on the last one, and that's cool, didn't notice that it actually pushed the bolt back a bit. But yeah, no, so this is supposed to be a bad gun, right? But either way though, we're getting the high 230s. The last one was 223. But yet it would go between 0.46 joule and 0.52 joules. What's the supposed range on this thing? Supposedly it's supposed to get 100 feet. We're going to test that. We are going to test that. So, let's actually get out to the range and actually see if this thing does reach that range. I am legitimately curious.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah.
In today's Army, when artillery goes to the field, so does high technology.
All that you can be. Keep on reaching, keep on growing.
Computers, laser-guided missile systems, and teamwork honed to a split-second response. And the Army gives you this kind of training with just a 2-year enlistment.
'Cause we need you in the Army.
Poor bastard didn't even know what hit him. You know, it isn't easy killing communists all day. But with your help, we can actually make that happen. You see, bullets cost money. And in this war effort, we need all the help we can get. So if you got $1 in that wallet, consider donating to the PayPal and help us put bullets in our magazines. Because $1 in the PayPal is a bullet in the magazine. So consider donating. Because the more you donate, the more magazines we got to kill communists. Now, if you excuse me, I got more communists to kill.
Confidence comes with this uniform. And as a Marine, you earn that confidence by doing a tough job with skill and daring. That's something to be proud of. You develop it by working on a unique team that succeeds where others might fail. A team respected around the world. It's a confidence that comes from knowing nothing is impossible if you're prepared to do it. And Marines are ready for anything that comes their way. Find out. Maybe you can be one of us. The few, the proud, the Marines.
I'm sorry for the loud wind, of course. The storm has essentially blown past. But we are at the highest point of levelness, and my barn is that way about beyond 100 feet. So, with it on fire, I want to see if this thing actually will hit 100 feet, even with it being as windy as it is. Not even. But then again, with it pushed all the way forward, no, not even. What it's getting is, my guess, 50 feet. But let's get ground level and actually see that, shall we? It is raining a bit, so let's just get this over with. Here we are about 60 feet out. Will it hit? Put on fire. Yes, and even then, it's dipping. So, just so you can see that again. Yes, it is hitting. Even with the wind curving it, the furthest I'm getting is about 60 feet. Now, there is a bit of tin right here in front of me. So, let me fire this way a bit. Even then, right that way is about 70 feet. And it just dipped below that. So the max range on this is about 60 feet. Which, I'll talk about that in a bit when we get back inside and when it's not raining. So let's get back inside, shall we? Folks, I'm at a loss for words. This is an enigma. This is an anomaly. This is something I don't know how to feel about. It's got decent FPS. It's got decent range, and I bet you anything, if I open this bad boy up, it's probably open to upgrades. The one thing I don't like about it is that it's just the stock. This stock should not be here. This is got to be a stockless gun, because that's how I remember it from Thing. Is it's a stockless gun. But the big thing that's blowing my fucking mind is that, what is this thing? It's an amalgamation of things that I don't know. I can't identify it. I just don't know what the fuck it is. But what I can tell you is it's at least a decent gun. HFC, you have my curiosity, and you have my attention. And I'm not going to lie, I now want to check out more of your Springers. I'm not lying on that. I'm not joking on that. I want to check out more of your guns now. But this is something that has got my curiosity way up here, and my questioning things way up there. Because it's not down here, it's now up here. But that's not what you want. What you want to know is it a good gun? Yes and no. Yes, let's go with the yes. Yes, it's a good gun in the sense that it's something you don't see. Like, something you've never seen outside of the Thing games. And even then, I'm beyond curious as to what I can do to this, because it's got a metal inner barrel. It can accept the Mac 10/Mac 11 suppressor. There's possibilities to mod this to have a better spring and just do all sorts of crazy shit with it. This is something I want to look inside and see how I can make better, and possibly run as a fucking sidearm or as a main gun. And possibly see how much space is in there so I can put a Picatinny rail up here, because I probably can. Maybe. I don't know. No, it's not, because a lot of people won't like it because it's a Springer. But this right here, as an AEG, or maybe an AEP, maybe a gas blowback, it'd probably be interesting and something new in Airsoft to try out and look at and be like, you know what, that's kind of cool, I want to check that out. But all we have is the Springer here, and something that, in my mind, needs to be explored more. Concept guns like these need to be explored and need to be checked out. So, yeah. But as much as I'd love to say more, you want to know the final verdict. You want to know where this falls on the scoreboard. With the FPS, with the build quality, with the price of $20 and below, yes, you can get these for $20 and below, meaning that you could probably find one on sale for $10 or even $15 if you're lucky. I'd recommend you grab one just as a cosplay if you're doing a Thing cosplay, or if you want a gangster gun that you don't see regularly. I think I saw this once in GTA, I think, like San Andreas, I believe. It may have been a different SMG, but it sort of had the same shape as this. But yeah. Anyway, the final verdict is no more, no less than a 7 out of 10. It's a good buy. It's an enigma, it's weird, it's everything I love in Airsoft, is that it's something you don't see, but it's something that no one else has seen either. It's a weird enigma that just needs to be preserved and needs to be rocked on the field, and something that needs to be looked at and try and replicate in other forms of Airsoft. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and this is only the beginning to Guns of Insanity! Till next time.